Okay, we're going to do a really simple creative core, short and sweet. You just want to get your blood moving. You want to get your muscles warmed up. Maybe it's your rest day. Maybe it's your warm up for something else. Here we go. Big inhale. Stretch your arms up. Exhale to the sides. Inhale. And exhale. Big inhale. If you can breathe through your nose, try to breathe through your nose. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll bow forward. Inhale. Now, bending your knees to bow forward. So it's not so much a hamstring stretch. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, it's more about joint mobility. Inhale, then stretching big, long muscles at this point. Exhale, so my knees stay as wide as my feet. Inhale, look up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your sides. We'll do that one more time. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your sides. Okay, so now we'll do that with a little force with the arms where you go inhale, exhale. And so I'm bending my knees and just letting my arms swing. And I'm not touching the ground with my hands. That would hurt because there's a good amount of force there. One more, and up and to the sides. Okay, and now we just go side to side. So just the rib cage, rotating, really just warming up the breath and the lungs. First thing, that can be a big thing if you're going to work out and you don't realize you're taking really shallow breaths. It's going to very much limit you. And then if you wait to really warm up in your actual workout, but you've already been working hard your body, but you're not getting your full breath, you start to build up lactic acid a lot sooner than you need to, and that's going to inhibit your workout. So getting the breath moving, getting the lungs flexible, taking in air first is a really great way to actually have a more efficient workout and a potentially longer workout where you feel better. Okay, and enough of that. Let's start with the legs. So feet are just a little bit wider than hip distance, toes pointing forward, and we're just squatting, just air squats. Sit the hips back, just that, and back up. I'm trying to sit back. I'm thinking of my knees staying over my ankles. Of course, my knees are going forward, but I'm not trying to drive them forward at all. Okay, so that would look like this, right? That kind of squat. That's not the squat we're doing. See the difference? That is not what we're doing. This is what we're doing. So think of hinging from the hips, moving your knees backward. Keep going. We got 5, 4 is probably the most efficient way to warm up your legs. 3, 2, short of jumping, but we're not going to jump quite yet, and 1. Okay. Now we need to do some side to side warm up stuff. So that was the arms. That was the big leg muscles. Now we do the lateral muscles. Feet are wide, toes turned out, knees bend. I'm aiming to take my shins vertical. In my case, my feet are a little bit wider, right? So my shins aren't quite vertical, but that gives me more lateral motion. I'm just going side to side, inner thighs, getting those to fire. My sit bones are back, keeping the tension out of my neck and shoulders, learning how to sit back in my hip joints there. Sit it way back, lean back with your butt. One leg straight, the other knee bent. One leg straight, the other knee bent, and back to center and up. Okay, one more shoulder arm stretch. So feet just hip distance again, nice athletic stance. We start by just jabbing straight out, loosely closed fist. I always say this is not like kickboxing or boxing because I've actually never done kickboxing or boxing. I'd be wildly unqualified. I do this as a repatterning for my shoulders to show them where their full extension is and also to stretch my elbows straight. It's funny, a lot of us don't straighten our elbows throughout the day, and that causes actually a whole host of shoulder issues. So, yeah, we're just reaching, and then across the body, across. across. Hello. And going straight across, warming up the shoulder blades. And then up to the sky. But it's up to the sky, diagonal across. All of this is just shoulder blades. Okay? And now we're going to repeat that set that we just did. So starting over, here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your sides. Inhale. Exhale, you can take your arms up out to the sides as well. It doesn't matter. It kind of depends on what space you have around you. Exhale. Big inhale, trying to breathe through your nose. Hopefully it's easier now. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And one more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, then we're going to do the bowing forward. Inhale. Exhale to bow. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale. Inhale, so you're slowing your heart rate down. Exhale to bow. After that first round of warm-ups, inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, come up. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to your sides. Okay, and so now the squats. So we're just sitting back. And again, it's a sitting back. It's folding, creasing at the hips. That goes back. You can do whatever you want with your arms. My weight is in my heels. I'm sitting into my heels. Nice and easy. Trying to get my knees down to the level of trying to get my hips down to the level of my knees. Trying to go that low. And we go 5, 4, pushing into both feet evenly. 3, 2, and 1, and up. Okay, and then we have lateral movement. So feet wide, toes turned out a little tiny bit. Bend your knees, sit back, and we go side to side. Leaning those hips back, just nice and easy. You can do whatever you want with your arms. They can swing, they can hold still in the middle, whatever feels natural to you. One leg straight, other leg bend. And back to center. And then back to our arm work, shoulder opener. So here we are, feet hip distance. And at first we're just punching straight out, working from the upper back, shoulder blade, elbow, wrist. The first time we said this, I said it's like a repatterning for the brain. The brain gets into these habits of muscle contraction and it decides the most efficient length to keep all your muscles at. And we kind of want to remind it, oh no, there's this full stretching thing. You never get to do this during the day, but this is your full limit actually. Okay, so then let's do with open hands, right? So we're throwing out and we're going to go across the body. Still about shoulder height. I know it looks like I'm a little higher, but about shoulder height, side to side, going across the body, and then up diagonally, stretching through the waistline, still moving from the shoulder blades, but now you get the whole spine in there. It's a nice reach and a full straighten of that elbow. Fling your elbow straight, fling your wrist and fingers in that full reach. And then the twist. So feet a little bit wider, bend your knees, and we're twisting. It's letting the arms fling. And you can coordinate the breath if it works for you, or you may just breathe however. I'm letting my hands hit myself. I'm twisting from the upper body. My hips are holding pretty still. My knees are holding pretty still, but not rigid. And last one. Okay. So last little warm-up thing to do to add to that sequence is lunging. And it's good for opening up the quads and the hip flexors. So we're standing at the top of the mat, step 1 foot back, stay upright with your torso, get your back toes down, your back heel straight up and down. And we're just lunging just like this, a split lunge. We're just dropping into that back knee, lightly tapping the ground, trying to keep my torso vertical. You could add more challenge, or actually sometimes I find this easier as if I'm holding onto ropes up above me to help me. And we're just going to do 2 more. 1, 2, and then step forward and second side. So we do about 10. You notice I never really count, but it all evens out in the end. Okay, so here we go. Split lunge. And I've got my torso more or less above my hips, using those abdominal muscles to draw it in. You could reach up, you could reach out to the sides, whenever you like. You could do some arm thing where when you go down, your arms are up. When you go up with your leg, your arms are down. You can do anything you like. I'm still trying to watch that front knee. I'm sorry, I stopped paying attention to it. My front knee should not be moving forward the way it just was. So now I'm paying attention. I'm keeping it right over the ankle. Last one, and up and step forward. Okay, so that is like a very quick, 10 to 15 minute warm up for any workout that you want to do.